What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, the storyteller, and once again I am back with a VO video. This will actually be the very last video that I have that I can upload from my original house. Every upload after this one, starting next week Monday, will be from the apartment with the brand new setup, and hopefully it's bigger and better than it was before. That's all I can really hope for, is that things get better as time moves along. I already, kind of updated everything in the last video about apartment life and how it's been treating me, so I'm not gonna bore you with the details of that, but I will say this. I have no intentions of holding back any further. I took a major step, stuck my neck out in order to do something with my life, make the next step in that journey, and that would be, moving out of mom and dad's, having my own place under my own name, paying my own bills. And even with that, looming over me at least once a month, I have no intentions of holding back. If I think I can get it, and I have every reason to believe I can get it, then by the power that I have, that I've given myself with the actions that I take, I plan to go get it. This might be a little late. It's not Men's Mental Month anymore, but I think that's a message a lot of people can take, and it'll resonate with whoever it needs to resonate with. But if you can go get it, then obviously take your time, measure the pros and cons, develop a plan, but go and get it. I have a lot of things that I would love nothing more than to put in that apartment. Couch, chairs, dressers, nightstands. I already got the bookshelf, I already got the desk. Now it's just time to build on what I already got and continue to build that apartment until it is genuinely a home that I can walk into and say that I did that, and I can be proud that I did that. That is the next step, making that apartment a home. And I'm gonna do it. I've got everything in my corner that says that I should be able to. I got a woman in my corner that supports me every step of the way, and that is a blessing in and on its own. And we will go and get that together. Still in college, got summer semester done, just put in with my counselors last night. The next semester, what I want to do, got to get a little bit more information. I signed up for 2. I might throw a 3rd in there. But yeah, that's a part of the to-do list. Get that stuff out of the way. One step at a time. And once I'm done with college, can hold my head high, say I did that, and see where that road takes me. And the reason I say see where that road takes me is because, in all honesty and with as truthful a heart that I can say it, this was not the first option, it wasn't the second option. This was, I'll say this, it was a good option. It was. I knew the company knew me. It was definitely a good option to take for all of the intents and purposes that I did take. But growing up, after learning a little bit more about myself, I wouldn't have chosen this first. Funnily enough, me wanting to do something for Men's Month, unfortunately I couldn't because I was moving in, and it was one hit after the other, making sure everything was squared away. I actually did want to go into psychology and maybe do something with that. And maybe that is something that I will do in the future. I'll let you guys know. I always knew that I enjoyed working with my hands. I know that's something embedded in me. I love doing that, but I also love helping. So these two things are kind of at odds sometimes. A lot of times when you're working with your hands, you're not exactly, doing something for your fellow person to your left and right, but there are ways you can do that, and there's ways you can rationale that. For instance, there's a lot of parts that I work on that go in people's cars, that go in planes, helicopters, the whole galore. So a lot of times to help rationale the two halves of me, I remind myself that someone is going to get to drive their car tomorrow because of the parts that I made today. Someone is going to be able to get into a helicopter and do what they need to do with the parts that I made today. But it's not as satisfying as some of the other things that I've done in the past. And while part of me does miss it, part of me doesn't. There's a lot of, I don't want to say drama, but there's a lot of heartache and mental ache that comes with helping other people. But seeing that smile and hearing kind of hope creep back into a person, it does something to you if you've got the strings for it. It's a melody that you can play and hear them join in on with time. I'm hoping in the future, if I grow big enough, maybe I can, sit down and talk with people, maybe even, game with them, and just kind of enrich their experience a little bit. And maybe, just give them a reason or a path to, go into the next day with. Because a lot of people I know don't have that. And thankfully, I've been blessed to have a path to follow, and I can give other people a path to follow. If you know me, and I know a lot of people who may watch this do know, that one of the phrases I used to give back when I was in high school, helping people out, was I've walked through certain paths in hell, got burned, eventually found a way out of the fire, and I'm here today. So it's in my hope that maybe while I'm still in hell, I can find a few people wandering, looking for a way out, and I can show them all the hottest spots and maybe prevent them from getting burned as bad as I do. That's the only thing that I can, kind of pray for as I maybe follow a path of remorse, sympathy, and empathy, helping others. I know a lot of times I've said the YouTube thing is a memory bank, and it is for me. You guys will never know how often I go back and rewatch old videos, kind of cringe a little bit, but just kind of also remember what was going on when I was making that video, the joy I was feeling as I made that video. Kind of cringe a little bit because I still don't know necessarily how I want to act on camera. But, yeah. Speaking of being on camera, obviously if I do want to, reach more people, I have to, find something that's a big break. What do I have unique to I that's not so generic? Yeah, anybody and their mama can, turn on a game, hit record, comment on, what's happening in the game. Streamers do it 24 fucking 7. I need something that, separates me from simply a gaming channel into something a little bit more unique. Maybe some other people do it, maybe some other people don't, but this is a differentiator for me from the rest of the crowd. And one thing is going to be the surprise that's supposed to happen. I think it's August 21st or 23rd. Somewhere in that time frame. I'm still going to try to do that. I understand my life is hectic. A lot happens a lot of times in the year. I'm currently making plans to step back and take a little off my plate so I can handle other things that I want to handle. And while I'm also still trying to get into other motions that maybe I left behind. Another thing that I want to do is I do want to get a channel manager and I do want to get an editor. So actually not even though, I do want to get a channel manager and I do want to get an editor so that I can actually have more time elsewhere. I understand that a lot of times my editing is, for one, not the top tier. I'm not a video editor. I like editing. I do. It's fun. It also reflects, my style of comedy. It measures what I find, enjoyable. And hopefully some other people do find that enjoyable as well. But also, I know I don't have the time always to put my best foot forward. A lot of times I'm behind because of everything I got going on, and I just kind of gotta, put something out. And I recognize when those moments happen, and I'm not entirely proud of them, but I recognize that, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Outside of that, though, I do want to put better stuff out there, because being better is gonna eventually make my reach better. And then maybe when I go to do these grand gestures that I'm hoping to do in the future, I've talked about before how I would love nothing more than to, at the end of the year, have like a Christmas month thing where like the entire month, any video that I upload, any video that is generating awareness to anything, that entire month, all of that ad revenue goes to like St. Jude or like mental health awareness, or maybe like some kind of movement that embodies a message that I think is worthy of supporting. I know a lot of movements, a lot of times, a lot of the donations, they don't go where they're intended to go. And so I would actually like for some movements to be personally generated. Like, I would love nothing more than to start something so that other people can reap the benefits, because I know I started it and I'm managing it, and I will make that money move in the direction that it's supposed to. Again, other people who know me is that when I put things in motion, I make sure that it follows that motion. It doesn't take a detour. And a lot of times I see stuff happen and I'm like, what the fuck? Because it wasn't supposed to go the direction that it was, but it did. And somebody in the chain is responsible for that. But if I'm, at the top of the chain, if I'm the one who sees it, manages it, makes sure things are moving in order, then I can guarantee that the goal is met and the end destination is accomplished in the end. So, it is nice to, talk about these, virtuous things. But, unfortunately for, I'll say, big wigs with, quote-unquote, big intentions, I'm simple. I like, living within my means. I enjoy, you know, earning what I have accomplished. I love that when I do something and I accomplish something, it's because of the fact that I earned my way there. I didn't take any shortcuts. I didn't cheat the system some way or another. And I don't need a private plane. I don't need a yacht. I don't need a fancy suit in order to get there. I can, if I got something going on in fucking the heart of fucking Arkansas, I know that with my little fucking 4-cylinder that I can fucking drive there in 8 hours. And after that 8-hour drive, I can lay down for 4 or 5 hours, get up, and make the next day happen. Whatever that goal is for that day. And I can help other people get there too. I love helping people a lot. I got someone in the works right now that I'm trying to help. I've been helping people since I basically got in high school. I've been the peacekeeper. I've been the negotiator. I've been the guy who stretches himself in order to make sure that everyone else can manage specifically what they need to manage. If it's something that's gonna put a weight on them, I try to take that weight so that they don't feel like they've got Olympus on their shoulders. And I'm glad that I've been in a position to do that a lot of times. Even honestly, sometimes when I shouldn't do that, I've found a way. And I am entirely grateful for simply the thank you and the smile at the end of it. That's all I really need at the end of the day. I don't need all the extras. I really don't. So I'm hoping one day that this channel will allow me once more, with a blessing in life, in order to take another step forward and move mountains where other people have moved mountains, but now I can also be a part of that demographic that makes things move solely for the benefit of another person, not necessarily me. It doesn't have to be me. I honestly don't want it to be me. I will spend the next 50 years till I am 70 down in the trenches if it means that at least one person a year thrives off of my efforts. I love nothing more than going in other YouTubers' comment sections and seeing that they made a difference in somebody. And I would like that for me as well one day. But hey, this has been The Storyteller. I am going to continue to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Pray to God for some Saturdays and just continue to build bridges on top of bridges. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below, share it with somebody. Let them know that there is someone else out there trying to make a difference. Bye-bye.